Hey, welcome to the podcast. Today, the topic is 5 Steps to Great Health. Hi, welcome to the 5 Steps to Great Health. This podcast is done by Dr. Vasu Brown, and it's inspired by Dr. Marshall, who originally developed this program. And it's done on behalf of Essex Park Health Bridge Management Long-Term Facility, and also Nancy Green, who is a dietitian in Massachusetts, who requested this topic to be podcasted. And the products I'm going to talk about is from Q&A Labs, but you can use any of the products that you would like with similar qualities. So step 1 to maintain a great health is to make sure your pH is in appropriate balance. When you have acidic pH, it means you have a pain body. Remember that your body is so painful and it's staying sick. The normal pH should be between 6.4 and 7.0. And if we change, you are at a higher pH, then your kidney is compensating and it's stressed and it's putting out more ammonia to compensate for the toxicity in the body. So the body is still in electrolyte imbalance. So it is gone beyond being acidic and it's now alkaline to compensate for the extreme acidity. So you want to compensate. So normal pH should be maintained between 6.4 and 7.0, and it's always very important to correct it quickly, all these pH imbalances, so you do not deplete your minerals and you do not deplete your vitamins and nutrients. And the products from Q&A Labs which we use to normalize the pH would be, the first product we would use is vitamin D3, and you want at least 6,000 units twice a day for 3 weeks, and then you drop it to 6,000 units once a day for 3 weeks, and the whole program should run for 6 weeks. But you can use any of the products. We found the vitamin D3 from Q&A Labs is olive oil based and it's easy to take in, but you can use any oil-based vitamin D3 products. And the second product that will restore the pH balance is aloe vera. You can, aloe vera comes as a drink from Q&A Labs, and you can normalize your pH with that, or you can use super green drinks, like how people have different type of green drinks that's available in the market, chlorophyll, which all will restore the pH. And the way you would check your pH daily is either by saliva or urine. You use a litmus paper and you check your early morning pH, the first urine pH, or the saliva when you have not eaten anything. And then in the evening, you can check another pH levels in your urine or saliva. And whatever testing you're doing, keep it to the same. Let's say, for example, you're doing a saliva testing. You want to check again the saliva in the evening. That way you know what your pH is. The second step in 5 Steps to Great Health is hormone balance. And the hormone, this is what Dr. Marshall mentions by hormone balance. But for me, I, as a medical practitioner, would like to maintain the lymphatics in normal balance. And I think as a nutritionist, Dr. Marshall likes the hormonal implications that stresses the body. But as a medical practitioner, the first thing that goes off in the body is lymphatics. The lymphatics is which gets stressed by any type of imbalances in the body, and that is the initial start of weaknesses and stress. The way medically we know is fatigue and not having enough energy. So from a nutritional perspective, the reason the hormone balance is happening is because of environmental toxicity or the toxins we put in our body through either vaccination or filling of your teeth, the caries tooth, or any other external stresses we put in our body is the first stress. And the second type of stress would be interference field that we create by creating trauma or any type of interference with the body that indirectly stresses the autonomic nervous system. And the third way is by eating foods that's raised with pesticides and chemicals, it stresses the body. So sustaining and reestablishing hormonal balance and its natural hormones like progesterone, DHE, and adrenal support would restore the hormone balance. And usually when there is low progesterone in the females, low testosterone in the male, the way the body response is affecting indirectly the lymphatic flow, and that affects the thyroid. So when the hormone balance is off, the thyroid is the first one that gets stressed. And like either peripherally, the T4 to T3 conversion might become abnormal, or you might also centrally see the TSH level getting abnormal, getting higher. So that would slow the metabolism. So you want to check your TSH if you are in a medical group, and check your free T3 or serum cortisol, C-peptide levels. C-peptide levels will indirectly see how inflamed the body is. The lipid profile, which also might become abnormal if by chance all the adrenals and the thyroid are getting stressed. And they give you a glimpse of what is not working. And then you can reset your thyroid, adrenals, pancreas, and metabolic issues. So the step 3 is detoxification. And all the lymphatic issues, the digestion issues, indirectly stores toxins in the body. So you want to keep detoxing your body. And the way we do detox in holistic field or integrative functional medical field is by rotationally clearing each stressed organs in the body. So the first one we would clean is skin and lymphatics. The second one, and it can have a gap of like 2 to 3 months in between, and then you work on your gallbladder, liver detox, and then you cleanse your kidney and urinary bladder, and you can clean your GI, gut, and both large and small intestines, and then you want to clean your heart and like circulatory issues, and then you want to do the detox for the nervous system. So this way you can keep cleansing your body to stay healthy. And systemic detox of the body is a cumulative toxic burden, and you want to clean your body of environmental and chemical toxicity, also triggers to the body's biofield, and you want to use specific internal and external detoxification for target organs and restore their detox capacity. Usually when there is scar or trauma in the body, the first organ that gets affected is kidney. So you want to reset the kidneys first, and then you want to reset due to the food habits, altered food habits. The large intestine and small intestine get stressed, which indirectly affects the liver and gallbladder. And you also want to eliminate heavy metal sources, which is either by the cleaning products we use, which we inhale, and personal health care products, and also the caries tooth we have for filling of the teeth, and all these, and also like any birth control products we use. All these can, over time, accumulate in the body, so you want to detox them frequently. And this is the continuation of step 3, detoxification. You want to eliminate food and beverage sources, especially like excitotoxin, which is like the MSG, nature flavor, which we find in all the chips, colored food products, and the other natural supplements would be tryptophan, cysteine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, magnesium stearate. These are all binders people usually, the company usually use to fill the medication. So any tablet would have these type of supplements added to them to keep them together. And fluoride and sulfides are also other binders, and these over time can accumulate in the body. And you want to keep detoxing. These can over time can cause excitation, meaning fast heartbeat and anxiety, agitation. So it can overstimulate the body. So you want to restore them to normal. And then also elimination of all dental restorative materials, and which can indirectly promote viral, bacterial, mycoplasmic, and parasitic infections in the mouth and the surrounding body. So you want to reset your immunity frequently. This is continuation again of detoxification. Examples of toxic dental materials are silver fillings, dental materials which contain palladium, stainless steel, which has more nickel, and also porcelain jacket crowns, and the composite restoration, which has more aluminum dioxide, which releases toxic metal ions into the oral cavity. This is the continuation of detoxification and also elimination of inhibitory effects of body's biofield from previous trauma and scars. So any type of injury to the body, whether through fall or surgery, they create interference in the body's biofield. The biofield is the way how the energy flows normally. The energy flows up through the body, and from reaching up on top to the crown, it comes down the body. So it goes down the front of the body and goes up through the back of the body. And these energy fields, if it interferes, the major circuits, when they are interrupted, they go sideways, the energy, and the first organ that they stress is kidneys, and then they are followed by adrenals and the large intestine, and also in the brain they can cause like headaches and interference to the energy flow. So over time, initially if it is not reset, can cause disease process. So you want to reset with the biofield repolarization therapy, and we use the pulse electromagnetic therapy unit to restore the coherence to the biofield. The other tools we use is called scalar wave lasers, which is available from scalarwavelasers.com, which can has one setting called coherence setting, which will restore the energy field to organs that is stressed by these interference field. And biofield repolarization therapy can dramatically promote uptake of nutrients and enhance healing capacity. So by chance you need a higher nutrient to maintain healthy, once you reset your organs, the amount of nutrients you need to stay healthy will be very, very minimal. So that's the advantage by resetting the energy fields. And the strengthening of body's biofield is often the missing link to recovery in many chronically ill people. So when they are chronically sick and they don't understand why, usually it might be because of interference field. And also biofield repolarization therapy can strengthen deficient electromagnetic pathways and clear cellular memory of previous trauma. The simple tool you can use at home is the mud pack therapy and castor oil packs from Q&A Labs, which they sell those packs, and you can just apply it over your scars or trauma, and that will restore it at home quicker. And if you do not know exactly where the biofield interference is, you can even do mud pack, ancient mud bath. Like you can just use a cupful of the Medimagma pack and put it in your bathtub, and if you have a bath with that, your energy field will be restored. The biofield restoration therapy is an essential step when there is a previous trauma, whether it's a physical or emotional trauma. Both can offset the energy fields in the body. For an example, I saw a nun who is associated with a nursing home, and she was a staff there, and she said that she has inability to cry, Sjögren's syndrome. And when we were talking about the history and stuff, she says as a child she remembered being abused, and she always thought it was her dad. And then when she was 60 years old, she met another woman who had a problem with some family issues, and she was mentioning it to her brother, saying, I remember this happened to me. So she says, I can identify with that person. And the brother then said to her, hey, the dad almost killed that person who hurt you. And that's when she said first time in her life she cried. So you could see, if you really rephrase the terms, the syndromes, with really what's going on, you could see that she was too sad to cry, and she was her tears were dry, and Now, the first time she cried and she could reset some of the traumas, but still we needed to work with her to reset her emotional field.